Hello there friends, welcome into another episode of Around the ICC European Edition with me, Kevin Egan. This week I'll give you the lowdown on the Spanish Primera after the final weekend of games, as well as a drama-filled semi-finals in the FA Cup. I've got my team of the seasons, the 11s from the Premier League and La Liga, and I'll tell you who'd win. And we look at the importance of the Europa League for the likes of Manchester United and Inter Milan. So let's get to it and kick off in Spain. The La Liga season is complete, and here's what you need to know. Real Madrid crowned champions for a 34th time after they leapfrogged Barcelona when play resumed in June. Worthy champions, and now they'll attack Manchester City in excellent form. Barca finished second, and Messi ended up apologising to fans after a home loss to Osasuna. All is not right at the Camp Nou. Atletico Madrid finished third, but just about pipping Sevilla on the head-to-head rule, with both headed to the Champions League next season. Villarreal were the third highest scorers in the league, and they finished strong with a 4-0 rout of Eibar before saying farewell to legend Santi Cazorla and captain Bruno Soriano. Martin Odegaard's Real Sociedad snatched the final European place after an excellent campaign for the Basque boys. At the bottom, it was heartbreak for Leganés, who drew 2-2 with Real Madrid and finished just 1 point from safety. Celta Vigo, the great escape masters yet again. So it's Leganés, Mallorca and Espanyol relegated to the Segunda. If I would have said to you at the end of last week that the Manchester boys, both City and United, would be unceremoniously dumped out of the competition at the weekend, you would have said I was crazy. But that's the story after a wild couple of games. What a week for Mikel Arteta and Arsenal, beating both Klopp's Liverpool and Pep City. The Gunners, they were courageous, and in Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, they have an absolute gem, and they've got to find a way to lock him down to a long-term deal, and maybe silverware in Arteta's first season will convince him. Arsenal will play Chelsea in a final after Frank Lampard's team gave Man United the blues, ending their 19-match unbeaten run in all competitions. Most will blame David De Gea after another brutal mistake, but he wasn't the only one. In truth, Chelsea were simply much better. And now, we've got a cracking final on our hands, August 1st, between two London rivals, both with first-year managers, both of whom were rivals on the pitch for these clubs. Love it. Quick jump across to Italy, where we thought going into the weekend that there was just this glimmer of hope that a title race might be on the cards. But didn't work out that way, did it? Atalanta drew on Saturday, Inter Milan drew on Sunday, and then on Monday all eyes were on the big clash between Lazio and Juventus. It was also a race between the two Capocannoniere favourites, Ciro Immobile of Lazio and Cristiano Ronaldo of Juventus. In the end, the tie went in favour of the old lady, which should in theory wrap up the Serie A title race. Ronaldo scores 2, Immobile scores 1. So guess what we have now? A Capocannoniere race for the top scorer in Italy, with two guys sitting on 30 goals apiece, both of whom have scored 12 penalties. Juve, congratulations, but Ronaldo, can you now go and win the top scoring race? ICC 11 time, and this week I want to make two teams, and I'm going to decide which one will win. La Liga versus the Premier League, teams of the season. To Spain first we go. Courtois, flawless in goal. Ramos, Varane and Casemiro all in as well, as Real Madrid were excellent defensively. I've got Navas and Reguilon on the flanks from Sevilla, and their teammate Ocampos further forward. Santi Cazorla ended on a high at Villarreal, where Gerard Moreno was a superstar. Leo Messi, top scorer and broke the league's assist record, and Karim Benzema may have had the best season of his career. To the Premier League then, Liverpool deservedly takes 7 spots. No debate in those areas. Soyuncu partners Van Dijk. De Bruyne is a must in midfield, and I've got Vardy alongside Aubameyang up front. So, which team is superior? I guess we'll never know, but I will tell you what I think. The Premier League edges in defence, maybe as well in midfield, but up top it's obviously Messi and Benzema. I'm taking La Liga to win this one, just about, and man, this would be some game. What do you guys think? We're rightly starting to turn our attention to the Champions League, but we cannot forget about the Europa League, which kicks back off in Germany in just 2 weeks. A tournament that could prove to be absolutely huge for the likes of Manchester United and Roma. The winner of the Europa League takes home a cool €8.5 million, but also crucially a seat at the Champions League table for next season. And for United and Roma, that could be everything. Here's my top 5 contenders. In at 5, I've got Wolves. Nuno Espirito Santo has that European clout, and I love what I've seen from his team in this competition. At 4, Roma, a side riddled with quality that's often underperformed in Serie A this season. Sitting in 5th in Italy, this could be their route to the Champions League. At 3, Sevilla, the Europa League experts. They're a top 4 team in Spain and a well-oiled machine under Julen Lopetegui. 2 is Inter Milan. Conte's men have class throughout, one of the best tandems in the game in Lautaro and Lukaku. And wouldn't it be something if the big Belgian had a crack at his old team in the final? Yes, that's Manchester United at 1. A team that may need this victory to get back in the top tier. Inter versus Manchester United. Wouldn't that be an incredible final? United won it in 2017, but regressed in the aftermath under Jose Mourinho, which reminded me of this ICC memory against their most heated rival. It was July 2018 at a packed Michigan Stadium, United taking on Liverpool, and it didn't go well for the Red Devils. Both squads depleted, as it was a World Cup summer, and Jose Mourinho was quick to point that out afterward. Liverpool hit 4 against United, and Shaqiri's bicycle kick worthy of a standing ovation. 2 teams headed in different directions at the time, but if you ask me now, I think United are on the right path again, and I look forward to seeing these two go at it next season. That's all for this week, folks. I invite you to check out internationalchampionscup.com for all the latest news around Europe and our podcast and fun content as well. For me, Kev, and our classy team, take care. We'll see you next week.